Alright, yo, what's going on, all my gamers, all my VTuber gamers chat? I can't lie. I don't know how. I hope I'm gonna get through this video, but knowing that Silvervale cries in this, and it's because of their experience with VShojo, I'm probably gonna crash out. I just want you to know that. I've never been more infuriated in my life than watching Silvervale go through what she went through during the Hogwarts Legacy debacle. And if whatever I'm gonna hear, I know I'm not, brother. Woo! You know what I'm saying, chat? Let's just go ahead. Anyways, chat. Before anything, we're gonna run the video up. Like, comment, and subscribe. Please interact with the video because the algorithm is kind of weird. I have to say that. Anyways, chat. I'm trying to stall. I don't want to watch this. Okay, let's go.
It's better the truth is brought to the light than letting it fester deeper. Yeah, exactly. Okay. I don't really know how to start it, so I guess I'll just kind of go right into it. I know people probably have a lot of questions and have been wondering a lot of things, and have wanted to know my side.
Right.
It feels really weird to be able to finally talk about this. Oh. I was in VShojo for 2 years and 5 months.
Yeah.
And that is a really long time. But it was a really long time ago. And I was just kind of fully resigned to think that I'd never be able to talk about my experiences and what went on in the company. It's been years, and I guess I accepted that I would probably take it to my grave because of the legality of it. And I thought I could never talk about it, and it's kind of crazy to be talking about it now. I just tried to stay positive and appreciate where I am now and this fantastic community that I've built over the years, and I love you guys so freaking much. It was an experience that fucked me up a lot, but I learned a lot from in the long run. I mentioned earlier on Twitter that I had signed a really strong NDA, and I didn't want to say too much. But after doing some research, I feel like it might be okay to talk about it under the circumstances of where the company is right now. So,
so I don't know if she said it because of this chatter right here, but yes, the NDA was not only so strong on her that she couldn't say anything, they also made her mom sign an NDA. I don't know why. I don't know what they were expecting, but I guess they were trying to cover all their bases. But now their bases are empty and they're probably filled with boxes of them moving out. And I hope they don't come back. Anyways, go ahead.
Against my better judgment, I'm gonna talk about some things. I know all the news has been surprising to everyone, and my heart goes out to every single talent who's been affected by this. This has been crazy, and the communities who had their trust broken because VShojo was really special to a lot of people. Despite everything that happened, it was a big deal to a lot of people. But VShojo was scummy for a long time. But I never ever could have imagined they would do something this f***ed up. Like, I'm livid that they had the audacity to f***ing steal from a charity. Like, not only stealing from their members, which is f***ed up in itself, obviously, but stealing from a charity is, like, so f***ing vile. Like, that's literally the worst thing you could possibly do. And no one deserves to have their trust abused like this. And VTubers make the agency, not the other way around, and I'm f***ing pissed that they kept taking advantage of the people that they were supposed to protect. And I didn't think that it was still going on, and I'm f***ing pissed. Sorry. I think everyone wants to know how this happened and where the money went.
Where's the money? Where's my money? Where's my money? Just like slapping him like Stewie. Just, where's my money? Where's my money? Where's my money, brother?
And I don't want to think it's out of malice more than incompetence, but with everything coming out, it's...
That's such a good question of whether this is incompetence or malice. I'm leaning towards more of malice. I can't imagine Gunrun is that stupid. But at the same time, still that's... You know what I'm saying? He's stupid, but he's not that stupid, right? He's an asshole. He's not an idiot. I imagine he's got something cooking. That's for sure. I don't trust him to just be that silly little guy that made an oopsie daisies.
It's hard not to wonder. Like, this is really f***ed up. I don't know who to blame, and I wish I did. I don't know if we'll ever find out.
Where's the money, Lebowski?
VShojo staff wasn't all evil. it was made up of a lot of good people who were really passionate and tried their best with what they had. And I had a lot of good memories with a lot of them. I think there was just a lot of mishandling things in the business and people running things that definitely should not have been running them.
Right.
There were so many internal issues and technical issues and a lot of things that just weren't ran professionally at all. There was a lot of incompetence and a lot of things wrong. It didn't start that way though. I was one of the founding members of VShojo, and in the beginning it was everything I could have ever dreamt of. We got to be cool idols and have cool merch and be this cool official group.
I think I have one of their original shirts. Unfortunately, and it's really not, I don't want to say funny, but actually, yeah, this is really funny that keeps happening to me. I have the original VShojo shirt. I think so. And then Neander's face is like peeling off. And so, funny enough, she was one of the members that left. And then a little bit later, I bought the Nazuna and Kason shirt. And then Kason left. And then not Kason. And then Nazuna left. And, you know, not too long ago, I bought a Giga shirt. Or not a Giga shirt. I bought a shirt. Actually, I do have a Giga shirt. I bought the VShojo shirt with Giga in it. And now Giga's gone. I have so many like shirts from VShojo that are no longer current, and none of them are current. More than, you know, before all this happened, it wasn't current, right? I even went to at Anime Expo. I told my sister, "Oh, if you want," or I think one of my friends, his little brother, wanted the Zentreya jacket, and he ended up getting it. And I was like, "Oh, you better get that now. It still has VShojo on it."
A group of people you could look up to that inspired others, and it was so f***ing special. Like, we were a family. We thought of the name together. We were told so many big promises and cool projects and events that we would do. Like, I can't even list them all out. They were so cool, and there were so many of them, and we didn't do half of them. It was
I do want to say real quick, they are very inspirational, especially like the ones that I did look up to, which was Iron Mouse. You know, especially after I heard speaking Spanish, I was like, oh, she's a Latina. I love that, blah, blah, blah. So Mousy ended up becoming one of my favorites. And then Silvervale as well, which unfortunately I don't have, I have kind of like this little thing in front of my desk with VTubers I look up to. So I have I have two Shy Lily standees, a Gura Nendroid, and a Mousy Nendroid. Unfortunately, I don't have a silver Nendroid. I have a silver bread box and a silver Doki. That's kind of not the same thing, but you know what? We'll make it work.
It's the opportunity of my life. The first months were amazing, but I was young, naive, and just excited, and I didn't think anything was wrong. And it feels like a totally different lifetime thinking back on it, honestly.
It does feel like a long time ago, doesn't it?
I was just so excited to be a part of something, you know, like, I'd only been streaming for a really, really short time, like, I think like a year, like a really short time. And I had worked minimum wage jobs for my whole entire life. So being able to be a streamer and be a part of something so cool on top of it was huge. And the original contract was pretty predatory, but like I had no idea at the time, you know, like I was way too trusting. I think we all were. Like we were all so new to this. We were new to the industry. We had no idea. I did notice there wasn't an exit clause, which should have been a huge red flag.
Oh, there isn't? Okay.
Because that's crazy. But I was really excited, and I got them to add the exit clause to all the girls' contracts, even though it was baffling that it wasn't there in the first place. Like, that's, if you don't know what an exit clause is, it's the clause that lets you leave the company if something's wrong, and that was not there in the beginning. From what I've seen so far, every current talent hasn't been paid on time. Correct me if I'm wrong, but from what I've seen,
I think so. Yeah, that's true.
Everyone hasn't been paid, which is crazy. Before I left VShojo, they owed me tens of thousands of dollars, like a metric ton of money, like a lot of money, like
and that's like, dude, just $10,000 could probably like change or make a big difference in someone's life, right? Maybe even change someone's life. I didn't want to say that like outright, but you know, $10,000 is a lot. Now, tens of thousands of dollars. That's insane, brother. That's probably someone's like, she's probably owed someone's entire yearly salary.
Insane amount. Like a ton of money. I think originally they just hope that we wouldn't catch on to the missing funds. Like, I would repeatedly ask how the sponsor payments were going, and they would just always say it was in the works, so they were waiting on the sponsor, like so many different excuses. And I know people would probably wonder, like, why didn't you know this earlier? But it took them months to pay out sponsors, so it was easy to lose track. And like, I didn't know at the time that that wasn't normal, that they weren't supposed to take that long, and it was easy to lose track of them. And like, you wouldn't have even considered that they would be doing something like that in the first place. Like, they're your place of work, people you trust. You would never think these people might be not paying me money. Like,
dude, I can't imagine even now, right? Like, not how long ago was that? Like a week or two ago? Even like a week or two ago, people still believe that they were paying out like money and no one was being mistreated at the company. You know, Giga and Zentrea had left, and it's like, oh, that's kind of weird. Or Matara, Giga, then Zentrea left, and it's like, well, that's that's kind of weird. I felt like Giga made sense though. Giga's like, I feel like Giga was probably better handling things on her own, but I don't know. And then everyone else was like, what?
You would never just assume that. So it took a while to notice. And I was livid when I went through all my payment history near the end and saw just how much it was withheld from me. It was crazy. And like, I always put my whole heart into sponsors. You guys know that. I love them. I care a lot about them, and they're a big deal for me. And to find out that I haven't been paid for them felt horrible. It's kind of funny and like really sad and up, because we've had people over the years come in and be like, oh my god, you're Scotty from Smite. Oh my god, I love your Smite skin. Oh my god. And I was never allowed to say that I never got paid for it.
Oh jeez.
And
oh my god, that money that I paid for that skin just went to the talent. God damn it, chat. Fun fact, I think I've said this. Did I say it in this video? I don't remember. I just recorded 2 videos back to back. No, I think I said it in the last video. I downloaded Smite just to get the VShojo skins.
Really sucked. I was never paid by VShojo for the Ironside PC, Advanced GG, like tons of other sponsors over the years. I forgot about theirs. Yeah, I'm Scotty, and I never got that money. The very first sponsor I even got,
I wonder how much it was.
I was so excited for it, I think I cried. Like, when I got my very first sponsor. I don't know if you guys remember that. And obviously I cry really easily, so it's not saying a lot, but like, it was a huge deal to me. And it was the first sponsor that I had after a year of being a VShojo, which honestly was kind of nuts in itself that it took so long to get one. When getting sponsors was their main job, and it took them a year to get me one. That's kind of insane. It wasn't even like a big game, but it was my very first official sponsor, and like, I was so excited. And that was in 2021, and I didn't get paid for that one either.
Wait, what sponsor was that?
It was years.
I don't think I remember.
Of this. To put it in perspective, I made more money in the first few months in Mythic than I made in my whole entire time in VShojo. And I was there for
goddamn
2.5 years almost. It's crazy. Yeah, all the way back to 2021.
I can't, dude. Her whole, what's it called? Her entire, what is it? I bet the entire money that she's made off of gamer subs can probably buy VShojo at this point. Well, maybe not. I don't know what the debt is there, but, you know, because she has, and I'm looking at 2 of them right now. I think 3 of them. How many cups do I have? I think I have 1, 2 of her cups. She dropped another one, and then she dropped the pixelated one. She has the bread box drop. She has a lot of if you guys don't know, every time someone gets a cup, it's because they drop, or it's because they hit a sales quota, which is kind of funny when people left gamer subs, and it's always the people who didn't have a cup yet, so it's like they didn't really sell much. But you know what? You're not supposed to notice stuff like that.
It was a long time. And I left around when new contracts were being given, and I contacted someone I knew professionally who introduced me to a lawyer, and they were absolutely fantastic, and I'm so thankful for them for navigating such a crazy situation. Like, this was insane. She said the contract they wanted me to sign was the most predatory she'd ever seen, and she like specializes in this kind of stuff, so that was really telling. I had asked VShojo to adjust the contract, and they refused, which was, I wasn't asking for a lot to be changed.
Right.
But VShojo was so upset that we had lawyers helping us with leaving and looking over the contract, and like we were belittled and shamed to the other talents for using a lawyer, which is crazy. Like we were made to look evil and greedy when it was a perfectly logical thing.
To put this into you know what, chat? I kind of want to put this a little bit into perspective because I am someone who knows a little bit about the entertainment industry, very, very minimal, just because I went to school for that stuff and I watch a lot of movies. So this is just like from a movie, right? But it's back. If anyone has seen Straight Outta Compton, I assume, I don't want to know how true this is, but there is a scene where Ice Cube was like trying to ask for a lawyer to look at his NWA contract, and that caused a whole kind of stir up with that group. And that group was based on let's give or take 1991, 92, 93. So this is something, when they say standard practice, unfortunately they're not wrong. And this stuff has been going on for like, God, the longest time. You know, dude, the entertainment industry is just, it's more of trying to figure out how you can scam people the most without having to pay them out, right?
For us to want to be paid what we're owed and for wanting to be careful with something as serious as your livelihood. But we were like villainized for that. And before I left, I reached out to all of the talent that would listen. And I suggested they check their payments, and I told them that I was owed money and they might be too. I warned as many people as I could. I tried my hardest. I told them as much as I could about everything. And I think it was eye-opening for them, but like they had their own reasons for not wanting to leave. Like wanting to give it more time, or thinking it wasn't happening to them, or like staying for the other members or new members that were coming soon that they wanted to be a support system for. And I completely understand that. But I tried my hardest to warn them.
Yeah.
To warn who I could. Like because I wouldn't have not told them something like that. Like just as a precaution, like just check, you know. But I could never warn anyone publicly. And frankly, like if I did, who would have even believed me? VShojo was a huge brand, and they had so much power and sway. Like they were terrifying. You may not realize it, but they were terrifying. Like the threat of them suing me was very real, and it haunted me for a really, really, really long time. Like even
actually, I don't even have to put it in perspective. We've all been around long enough for VShojo, but if anyone else doesn't know about how big VShojo was, they were kind of the Hololive of the West, right? And if Hololive is like massive in Japan and basically worldwide at this point, like they had just powerhouse talents in VShojo, right? You had the likes of Mousies and Treya, Melody. Like a lot of these girls did a lot of firsts in streaming. It's kind of nuts when you think about it. Or Melody, where it's, you know, well, they're streaming, but it's still streaming nonetheless.
Before it was announced that I was leaving, I had just mentioned in my Discord, just like casually, that I was stressed and I needed to cancel the stream, and they contacted my lawyer because of that and threatened to sue me if I hinted that I was leaving or unhappy at all. Just because I said I was stressed. So imagine me saying anything else.
Right.
Yeah.
Should have called their bluff, dude. Should have
like
shook their hand.
They were watching me like a hawk. I think they were watching all of us. Because we were...
Shit, the amount of money that these people owed, you should have shook their hand. You should have been like, you know what, brother? Let's shake my hand. Let's do this.
The first ones. We were the first ones to leave. And I love this agency, dude. Like, or what I had imagined it would be. It was really special to me. And I loved all the memories I made there with all of the girls. It was really special. But the internal workings of the agency just got to be so messed up, and it was so much emotional torment for us. Like we were lied to and misled for a long time. We were pitted against each other and told different things so that if anything went wrong, we blamed each other instead of the agency. They had leaderboards, like internal leaderboards, to make us compete against each other. You were considered a problem person for rocking the boat or voicing any concerns. We were told not to discuss sponsorships or what staff told us to each other. They did everything they possibly could to compartmentalize all of us and make it feel like we were nothing without them.
Talent comes first, by the way.
The internal culture just made it feel like you had to work for brownie points in hopes of like getting their support.
That's so disgusting, bro. Like, what would you even have given the girls if they had gotten the brownie points? You don't even pay them their paychecks. What, you're gonna give them a high five and probably a melted Snicker bars from your car that you'd been in there for months? Like, I don't. God, they probably. I don't know. I don't understand.
They had convinced us that we were working for them when they were supposed to be working for us. Like, I can't stress enough how trapped it felt like we were. Oh, so I gotta blow my nose. Hold on. Sorry, guys. This is a lot. I hope it makes sense. I'm just kind of rambling, but it was really bad, and we were lied to and misled for a really long time. And I don't think we realized how bad it was, or that this wasn't normal, because we just wanted them to like us, and we wanted to do a good job in a place that was taking advantage of us, but we had no idea. Like, I can't explain it, but in the moment, it didn't, like, it felt like that's how it was supposed to be, even though it was so messed up. And I'd wanted to leave for a while after noticing the lack of payments. But like the culmination of how I was treated really solidified me leaving. And when all of the Wizard Game stuff was happening, if you guys remember that.
Yeah, I remember that.
I know a lot of people think that I had no support, and you can't imagine how true that was.
I'm not going to want to hear this.
I was put into a call with Gunn, the CEO of the company, like someone that I admired and I looked up to and I wanted to please, someone that I thought was the coolest person ever. And he told me that I was a damage to the brand, that I was a disappointment. I was told that me being harassed was an inconvenience to the other talents and not to talk to them.
I'm going to turn this fucking thing off, bro. I can't. Oh my God, bro. I hope the worst happens to you, bro. I really do. I cannot explain to you how much I want you to be sued and how much I want you to lose everything you've ever earned when you've been running VShojo. Oh my God, bro. I'm so pissed. I can't hear the rest of this. I can't.
Optics were more important than their own talent's well-being. And I was suspended from streaming. They said it wasn't a suspension because they weren't that kind of agency. But what else do you call being told not to stream?
Right.
Talent freedom, right? And this broke me. Like, it shattered my perception of everything, and it shattered my trust, and it just fucking broke me, man. Like, I have been a part of this agency since the beginning, the literal beginning. Like, I was a founding member. I had put in so much effort and time and love into like seeing it grow, and to be treated so harshly with no remorse by someone so important to me just ruined me. And when I needed their support the most, I was met with contempt, and that just broke me. Sorry, I know.
God, every like year or so or something in like a certain length of time, I swear something comes out where, God, man, I feel really bad for Silver, right? Like, it seems like she's had to go through hell and back just to be a funny fox woman on the internet. And I don't know if I could have been able to do it, dude. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I'm always like, I always make a joke that I'm looking for trouble, and I would be very okay with being in controversy and always like, you know, I don't really care what you might say to me or bring on to me. I'm all ready for it. Bro, the amount of stuff that Silver's gone through, I don't know how she's she's gotten through it all. Whoever her support system is, you have my utmost respect, and I tip my hat to you guys, and I hope that they continue to support Silver, whoever that may be, because it's like, dude, my blood is boiling. I don't know how else to say it. I'm just so, it's going.
I know it was like really heavy shit, but it's just a lot. And I later, of course, reached out to some of the talent and told them, I don't think I was supposed to, but I told them about that, and they said they didn't agree, that they were on my side, that they were surprised that I was treated that way. And when we left, they of course discredited us to the staff and the other members as soon as we left. Like they painted us as troublemakers and problem people, that we were greedy and asked for more money. There's like so many horrible things just to avoid the truth that they were stealing from us. And they intentionally announced Vay and I leaving at the same time, so it looked like we left together, even though Nyan wanted to leave at the same time. And they refused to let her leave at the same time because they wanted it to look better for them. Like, it's not like we were all jumping ship at the same time. They literally held her hostage so it would look better for them. And they advised the talents to stop associating with us. And I later found out that they had been slandering me to musicians and artists that I had worked with through VShojo, and slandering me to companies and ruined potential business partnerships that I was really, really excited for some of my like dream collabs that were gonna happen. And like staff was known to astroturf everywhere. Like they even run some of the really large VTuber clip channels.
Really?
Like, they were everywhere.
I want to know who those people are.
And they had their hand in every pie. And there was a lot of speculation.
This is such a disgusting way to run a company, bro. And it just baffles me. And this is the question that I always come back to, because it is a question I feel like I have to ask, and none of us have found the answer to it. If you essentially have the means to print money essentially forever, why did you have to do it like this? What was the point? What could you have gotten? What did you get out of harassing the girls that you couldn't have gotten from just giving them what they wanted and keeping them happy? I don't get it. Like, you know, it makes sense for something like Walmart to mistreat their employees, right? You know, like big billion-dollar companies, yeah, that's kind of how they get rich, is they screw over the little people. But you're a talent agency with VTubers, like streamers. Like, you need the streamers to be happy to continue to stream and make you money. This is not like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't, I just want this answered, bro. And obviously Gun Run is such a little snake punk. He's not going to say anything about it. We'll never get an answer from him. Mountain Dew's probably hiding because he's a puss. He's a fucking pussy. It's not like he's going to say anything about it, right? You know, I'm trying to think of anyone else that I can think of. If I find another staff member, I'm going to start roasting them too, bro. Like, oh my God.
And accusations, and like they did everything they could to discredit us. So, and like no one would know that anything was wrong. And all of our concerns were downplayed and lied to and lied about, and like we could never speak up to say anything different because like we had a non-disparagement agreement, but that went both ways. Like, but I never would have been able to handle that legal battle ever, and they knew that. Like, they were a huge company with a lot of money and a lot of power, and we were nothing compared to that. And like every time VShojo was lauded as like amazing agency that everyone loved so much, it just made me f***ing sick knowing that they were doing this and not.
Oh God, it makes me feel so bad too, because I always sung the praise of VShojo, and I always like I bought God, when was the most recent time that I bought merch? I'm trying to think. I think it was last year, last Anime Expo. The closest thing this year was I went and they had a VShojo bag, like a little tote bag that they were giving out, and I was so excited. Chat. I walked around so excited. I was even asking people who I saw with the bag, "Oh, where'd you get the VShojo bag? Where'd you get the VShojo bag?" And they were like, "Oh, and they're like, oh, it's over there, blah blah." And then, it was a happy interaction. And then we go and I got the bag. I showed my sister, "Look how cool this looks." Oh God, bro. What else? Keep going.
Being able to stop it or say anything, and I don't know, I just kept hoping that things were better there. New members and current ones weren't being mistreated, and obviously they were.
Yeah, there's no discrimination for that, apparently.
That, it got better after we left, and they learned not to do that. And I don't know if I can really put into words how much all of this devastated me. Like, I'm a really emotional person, as you guys know. I wear my heart on my sleeve. And I feel things really strongly, and I can't help it. But like, this was the darkest place I had ever been because of this. Like, I don't really like too heavy or like depressing or anything, but like, I was in a really, really dark place, and I was thinking about a lot of really dark thoughts and acting on them. And like, I hope you can grasp just how horrible my mental state was. Like this, I had lost everything. And like, my world was torn apart. Like, this is the worst experience I'd ever gone through. I had no support. Like, my world was just destroyed, and like, I felt so isolated. Like, my own agency had drilled into my head that I wasn't valuable and turned everyone against me and convinced me I was alone, that I didn't deserve anything, like that they could steal from me and get away with it. And it was, honestly, I was so burnt out, and I was so sad, and I was struggling really bad. And like, I tried really hard not to show you guys, but I'm sure you can see the difference. But it was really hard. It was a really dark time. And hopefully you guys can understand that how I acted initially after having dealt with all of this, like, isn't indicative of my character or who I am. Like, there was so much going on behind the scenes that affected me so negatively that I could never ever talk about it. Like, I could never say the shit that was going on, and it felt impossible to navigate it, you know? And I hope that all the girls can get the money they're owed. I don't know if that's possible.
I don't know after the bankruptcy.
So, and have some closure from all of this. And I hope they know that they have so much support without this stupid agency. Like, we all thought it would give us value and make us special when we're the ones that made it special since the very beginning. And all of this has been so awful for everyone involved, but you know, hopefully it can bring change for the future, and I hope everyone can get closure. And it's been heartwarming to see everyone come together and supporting each other. VShojo. So glad you could finally see this. Hi, Sayu. Thanks. Sorry, I have to blow my nose again. I'm sorry. You're the most wonderful person out there, so strong. Thank you, Sayu. I really appreciate it. But like, it's not just me. Like, we've all been through so much garbage. We've all been through so much. This whole thing has been a nightmare, and like, it's crazy that we can talk about it. It's been a lot. And like, it just sucks, dude. I feel so bad for everyone. Thank you guys. And I don't know, I'm glad that I could finally talk about it, because like, I could never say the full extent of like everything that happened.
I do see how much happier she is now, and I really am glad that she is doing a lot better, because it's so wrong, right? Like, why was this something that, I mean, the only question we all have is why, right? Why did this happen? How could this have happened? And what was it that made them think that they were going to be okay to just do this to their talent, right? Like, to just treat them like they're they're less than human. Which, to be fair, I mean, it is the entertainment industry. That's like their favorite thing ever, is to treat people less than, you should go look at what a 360 deal is. It's kind of practically the same thing. I feel like that's kind of what they're under, to be honest. I feel like these girls and like all the talent agencies do like a 360 deal. Is that what it is? I've been thinking about that for the past few days. If this is like the same 360 deal that like rappers and singers have,
and why I felt the way I did, and just how it was, Yeah, and like it's terrible. It's terrible that it was still going on for so long. Sure feels good to find it out. It does. Yeah, I feel like I'm in an alternate reality. Like I never thought this would happen. Yeah, like, and I would love to know. I don't know if they're gonna make a statement. If they're gonna, I have no idea what they're going to do. I don't know if they're just gonna like disappear or if they're gonna say something. I have no idea.
I mean, knowing Gun Run now, he's definitely a tuck his tail and run kind of person. I must say kind of person. I was trying to say pussy and person at the same time. He's definitely that kind of person to tuck his tail and run, and you could tell now, right? Like we couldn't tell before, we could definitely tell now. Like he was definitely only in that kind of position because he was allowed to be there. Like he definitely isn't that kind of person to come and bat for his idols. It doesn't seem like it. Like, oh God, bro, I have so much I want to say. I don't know how much I can say, just due to regular TOS reasons. But man, oh boy, I'm about to let out a whole lot of 8 years of League of Legends flaming experience. That's for sure.
Oh, like where the money went, if it went to like operational costs or like what happened. I don't know. It's crazy. It's crazy that it all happened this way. When did the yacht fund, dude? I hope not. Yeah, it's baffling. It's baffling that they were still stealing from everyone, like every single one of the talents they stole from, and to steal from charity on top of that is just insane. Like I don't know how they thought they could get away with that. And I feel so bad for like everyone that was going to join and the people that got strung along and all the people that got lied to and manipulated. It's just crazy. Yeah, like they have the audacity to do that is nuts. It's insane. And yeah, it's heartbreaking. It's horrifying for everyone, I think. And it sucks so much. Like I can't even explain like. But
I will say, I do love how Silver is still thinking of others in these times when, she could have easily just been like, whatever, I'm out. No one helped me, but she's still like caring for others. I think that's very admirable.
At least, people can get closure and know that like it's not okay. They're committing crimes. Yeah,
yeah, they are.
Like charity fraud is a big crime. But like we were held under that NDA for so long, and they were always threatening legal action on everything. So like we never knew, that we'd ever be able to say anything. Yeah, now there's embezzlement, so it's crazy.
Baby.
It's insane.
Can't hide from that.
Oh yeah, they have my mom sign one. I forgot to mention that. She's not my manager or anything. She's literally just my mom. But she's come on stream with me, and I guess they just wanted to NDA her so she couldn't say anything either because she knew what was happening
scummy.
And what I was going through. So they wanted to like cover their bases so that she wouldn't say anything either. They didn't try on any of my brother.
Man, you gotta say, dude, they might be rats, but they're very thorough rats. They're ratting. They've got the ratting down to a science. I will say that.
But yeah, they NDA'd my mother, which is crazy. And I think that was really shady in the first place.
It's very wild.
Yeah, they wanted to cover their bases every way they possibly could. Like they did not want us to say anything.
That's for sure.
They did not, and I don't think we realized like the full extent of just how f***ed up everything was. It was a lot. Yeah, it was shady. It was shady. It was scummy. It was f***ed up. It's been a lot. I hope you guys can understand that like it was was a crazy time, and we were going through a lot, and like we didn't know how bad it was until it was too late, you know. And like I don't know, I want to think it was incompetence, but at this point it's like, how can it just be incompetence, you know? Like, especially with the charity, just I
They
don't
have
know.
confidence and incompetence.
I would love
that's for
to
sure.
know. Maybe I don't want to know. Like, what?
Do we want the answers? That's a good question. I never really thought of it that way. Yes? Question mark?
What they were thinking. Like, these were the people that you were supposed to protect and support and take care of. Like, that agency was such a big part of their lives. Like, when I was in it, it was a huge part of my life. Like, I dedicated so much of my mental, of my heart to that agency, and then they just manipulate and abuse you like that and take advantage of you. Like, I don't know. They had to know. Like, it's ridiculous.
Definitely.
It's insane. None of you deserve any of that. No one deserves that. No one.
Definitely, absolutely not.
No one deserves anything like that.
Yeah.
It's just, it's so malicious. And like, I hope that the other girls can get out of their contract. Like, it's one thing to say like, I'm leaving, but like, you have to actually get out of that contract, and I really hope that they're able to.
Well,
and
there's
I don't
no
know. It's just scary.
I'm sure they're gone now. There's no agency anymore.
Yeah, I think the JP side's different. K-san got to just leave just like that. I love her so much. She is so sweet. And it's awesome that she got to just bail out on stream.
That's funny.
But I think it's a little different on the JP side. But she's wonderful.
I still want to. God, is it just me? Am I naive, chat? I think I'm just naive that I want to still kind of believe in that JP CEO because he seemed like a decent guy. And I don't know, maybe Gunrun's just that incompetent. He somehow managed to mess it up, and yet their JP side was like running circles around them. I don't know, so I don't want to say that.
And it's been really nice to talk to her again. And she's been really supportive and sweet.
That's good.
And
I'm glad the
adore
girls
heck
are
out of
like
her.
still
She is
having
so
each other's back.
fantastic. So she had a lot of really nice things to say. And this whole thing has just been crazy. Just like the angry mom you don't mess with. Yeah, like the fact that they messed with all these talented, sweet people. Like I don't know. You would think that after 3 of us left because of this, that they would stop. You know, like if some of our talents found out, maybe we should stop doing it. More will leave.
No, he's probably like oh God, what is it? Is it that Simpsons meme where it's like is it me who's out of touch? No, it's the kids. He's probably like that. Gunrun's like, is it me who was incompetent? No, it was the girl's fault.
Like, what the fuck? Yeah, especially the founders. Like, we were founding members.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I don't know where the money went. Where did it go? How many yachts did you buy? Like, were they made out of gold? Like, what the fuck happened?
Who do you think has more who do you think bought more yachts for my gacha players out there? Do you think it was Dawei or do you think it was Gunrun? Someone has the yacht. There's a yacht company out there that has the money, right? Gotta be. Or do you think he bought a Bugatti? No. Maybe? Does Gunrun have a Bugatti? No way he's that stupid. No, he's that stupid. I'm sure he's that stupid. Anyways, chat. I mean, I don't really want to steal this, but I don't really want to steal this from Parrot, but what he's saying does ring true, especially in these times. Stick with your Oshi. Support them. Show them lots of love. Just, spread positivity in these trying times. Like, this is such a tiring time in VTubing, I'm not gonna lie. But we just need to stick together. I'm gonna cover this as much as I can, and then we'll probably get back to regular reacting content soon. But you know what, chat? Comment, like, subscribe, and I'll catch you gamers in the next one. Bye.